That's cold.
Hey, good morning, guys. All right, we're here this morning and we're getting ready to start our day, even though we've kind of started it already. And so Mary's getting ready to take off to.
Getting a lady from Blairsville down to the Atlanta airport.
Oh, okay. And so this woman actually about 3 weeks ago, it was actually right near Thanksgiving, now that I think about it, because she was heading to Texas to visit her daughter. She is an older woman. We did have an issue picking her up, and she actually missed her flight because of it. When we got there, we were on time, but she had some physical ailments going on, and she ended up being about an hour and 10 minutes or
At
so.
least.
Yeah, which actually put us behind. When an hour delay happens, it's really an hour and a half to 2 hours. It will completely mess the day up. But the problem is we were not going to make it in time to drop her off. We had planned an hour on top of it for delay or whatever car accidents, whatever happened out there, detours, man. But we'd planned that in, and she ate it all up plus. And so we just weren't going to make it. We drove an hour to Atlanta and the timing just was not matching up. So we called the daughter. We also told the rider that we were not going to make it and we didn't feel comfortable continuing the ride. So we ended up bringing her back with, the daughter said, if you're not going to make it, just bring her back. Because what would have happened is she actually needs assistance at the airport, a wheelchair, yada, yada, yada. She would have never have made it. Even if we were going to make it, I think we were going to get there about 12:15ish. Her flight was 12:50, I think it was.
Right about that, yes.
And so there was no possible way she was going to get in there. So with the daughter, and we talked a little bit. The mother did not want to. She didn't want to stop going down, but the problem is she was going to get down there and possibly, most likely, 99.9% sure of this, she was going to miss her flight, and then we were going to have a huge issue and have to go back and scoop her up out of the airport. And we just didn't want to deal with all this because we knew it wasn't going to work. We do this every single day. So we brought her back, rescheduled, didn't charge for the time that we took to take her down there or anything. We didn't penalize or anything. We just, we ate it and honored our services to them. So we're bringing her down now. Her mother also, the daughter also, I don't know what happened, but she didn't want her to come down for another month. So she didn't reschedule it immediately. It's this morning. And I think we're picking her back up on the first.
We're picking her up on the first to get her back.
Yeah.
There, yes.
So like a week's time.
Yep.
I don't know what went on there, but we definitely are picking her up this morning. Hopefully she's ready this morning, man. You spoke to her yesterday, right?
I did speak with her yesterday, yes, and I told her everything that we had planned for this morning.
And we actually planned in a couple hours this time, man, for mistakes, plus 15 minutes on top for load time instead of the usual 5 minutes. We planned in. Her flight's at 11. We're picking her up at 5:45, right? We're going to be there at 5:45 now. Load time is 15 minutes. That gives her 15 minutes to go from her apartment down to the car. Last time it took her about 25 minutes, I think, just to get down to the car. Now she was already an hour late or an hour plus late, plus the 15 minutes to shuffle along down to the car. So we got it all planned out this time perfectly, man. Anyways, Mary's got to get going, and I need to do my stuff. We've got we worked on the car a little bit yesterday, and we're going to be putting the transmission, it needs a valve body. So we're going to be ordering up a valve body and getting it down to Troncalli to Subaru to get it fixed. And then also purchasing another vehicle. So next year, man, this is going to grow our fleet of cars, hopefully We have 2 vans, SUV, and then 2 sedans, and we should be able to handle large parties. We can handle large parties anyways, but I want to handle some big parties, man. We get calls for like 20 people, man, sometimes 15, 20 people, and we can usually handle it. Sometimes we have to gather some more people, or we go and rent a party van. But I would like to just have the vehicles here instead of spending the $300 a day on a vehicle or whatever it may be. Anyways, that all being said, thank you guys. More to come. Peace.